This Meditainment production is brought to you today by the Samurai Aquatics and Décor Metaventure. Scan that QR code or click that link in the description and dive yourself headfirst into the Samurai Aquatics Discord server to pleasure your peepers on our current and future range of outdoor decor.
Established in April 2021, Upland Development United is the oldest and most exclusive and transparent no development collaborative in the Upland Metaverse. Contact Watches of N68 for more information. Warning: this podcast is produced by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment and contains unsolicited and heavily biased opinions which are solely the views of the individuals involved. It does not include investment advice of any kind, and you are responsible for undertaking your own financial, including tax liability research relevant to your own individual circumstances.
Taking over the Upland. Upland Development United. Total meta domination.
Thank you for listening to or watching the UDU podcast. This is UDU number 86, presented by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment, More Cheese, and me, Ben68, featuring co-hosts Upland Puppet, although he's away again today. News on that later. Dak, Joe Lives, the agency, TB125, members from the Upland Development United team, and general Upland community members. Now we've got 2 sponsors this week. Look at that, 2 sponsors. First up, we've got the Upland Property Advisors again, aka the UPA, which is the home of the Hollis in Queens and the Sunrise in Vegas nodes. Upland Property Advisors is a Discord server project, and they're on a mission to help Upland players of all player statuses share spark to construct properties and to promote community growth in the UPA's sanctioned nodes. The UPA's automated spark trains let members build anywhere in Upland with no UPEX fees and no minimum spark requirements. Join the UPA's Discord server for more information and tell them that the UDU podcast sent you. Now, next up, assuming this will work, we have we've got Nick Seven, who owns and operates Eddie's Car Shop. It's at 15125 88th Street within the Howard Beach node in Queens. And he also he's a bit of a man on the mission, this fella. He's also operates what is Eddie's Block Explorer Shop at 2445 Venice Boulevard in Arlington Heights in Los Angeles. We'll dive into what he's got going on a bit more in next week's show, when we will take a closer look at what he's got going on in a mini spotlight segment. I was planning on doing that today, but bit of scramblage this morning. Didn't really get time to do it, so apologies for that. We'll fix you up next week. Today's show is recording live on either Tuesday the 24th or Wednesday the 25th, depending on where you're at. How you doing this morning, Cheezels?
Can't complain. I mean, I could, but I won't.
Nobody would listen. That's what I always say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Today we're going to catch up on some contemporary crypto and Upland news, of course, and we'll be running through some of the highs and lows from the week that was and will be in and around the Upland Metaverse. We'll be going through our co-host segments. We'll be reviewing the recent Buenos Aires city release and the massive Samurai Aquatics and Décor sales waves that funded in last weekend. We'll take a look at the Carnival Structure ornaments voting that's just kicked off live. We'll be giving away a massive 3,000 UPEX from last week's weekly challenge. My gosh, you listeners are slack. And it was only the ladies. It was Cass, Zoe, and somebody else. Thank you for that. But we will also be giving away 68,000 UPEX from a bonus wine and cheese in the Metaverse show challenge. And last but not least, just like every week today, one of our live participants will have their shot at the 1 million UPEX wheels just by being in the Zoom live at the start of the show for the snapshot, by paying attention in the middle of the show to catch a code word or phrase, and most importantly of all, to be here at the end when the wheels start rolling. Now, if you've been in our shows live or watching or listening for a while, you know that I just cannot for the life of me remember to ask for the code word or phrase. So I've come up with a solution. From now on, instead of it being on me to remember, because as we've seen, I never do, it'll be on the live participants to independently remember what it is. So if you're in live now and you get selected for the wheel, if you tell us what the code word or phrase is before the first of the 3 wheels starts rolling, then you will get a bonus mulligan spin on the final 1 million UPX wheel. That's assuming, of course, that you didn't already win the 1 million UPX on the first spin. That second spin prize, the bonus one, will be in addition to what you've already won. Now, that's what I call a win-win situation. I don't have to think, and you can double up your price. What do you think about that? Crickets.
Yay.
Crickets for days. Crickets for days.
Nope.
Yes.
Can you imagine a twofer? Like
Well,
the 1 million twice?
well, the only time I sweat on it is when I don't have the balance there ready to give out, but I've definitely got it at the moment. So yeah, no, it'd be all good. All right, let's get stuck into the breaking bad news, or the pump my bags, as Cheese likes to refer to it, and take a quick look at what's happening in some of the crypto and upland markets. Now, I did remember we did have Shaq last week, and the week before she requested to have an entry put in there, and well, I have proven that I can remember some things at some times. So I'll patch that in this week. So yes, she's pretty much all green in the crypto. Yeah, we're back over the 1 trillion market cap, up 5.3%. Still leaning heavily into Bitcoin dominance. It's up 2.4% to 42.1%. And yeah, for the all the coins, she's green. Bitcoin up 7.2%, Wax up 14, Engine up 14. The only one that's dipped is Polygon's down 2%, just under $1. And Gala was the one that Shaq requested to be added there. That's Gala Games. If you're not aware, they're the ones that have signed a partnership with Upland to do 3D avatars and whatnot. Cheese's Shiba Inu's had a nice little bump there, 10%. I don't know, anything sticking out to you? I'm extremely cautious of this.
We need a few more decimal points for the shoe.
Yeah, I'll have to extend it like crazy. Yes, it is over the whatever it is, 0.0001, but it is up. It's up a nice healthy 10%. Yeah, like I said, I'm treading very carefully here. I'm expecting a pullback at some stage before we do eventually rocket off.
Well, Polygon's over $1, which is really cool.
It was, and then it dipped just under, so it is flirting with that dollar range. When I was looking at it, was going over, it was going under, it was going over.
I see it at over right now.
Yep, cool.
Solana went from like 13 to now 24. I think we're good.
Yes.
We're good.
Pretty healthy. All right, now, because I had to space that out to fit in Gala, that gave me a bit more room to do some other uplandy stuff. So we've got our usual 90-day average transaction volumes, millions of UPX. That's up 4.7% to 46 million. So that's probably on the back of the Buenos Aires release, I'd imagine. Same for the trading volume, up a tiny fraction, but still really small numbers to 6 months ago. Unique active wallets up 2.7%. How many of those are multi-accounts gobbling up all the FSAs in Buenos Aires? That would be interesting to know. And yeah, I've had it in total unminted properties in Upland. So this week we've got 392,667 properties. That's the total available minus the locked ones. So we'll start tracking that as well. That's kind of interesting. So again, that left a little bit of space at the bottom there to patch in another city. That's going to be the weekly challenge. So we'll talk about it a bit more later on. But I don't know, anything sticking out to you in the markets there, Cheese? Bit all over the place.
I like the green for the cities, right?
Yes.
Well, for both, but like, I don't know, like usually when a new city comes out, I don't know, this is nice. I like it.
Yeah, we got San Francisco up 6.1% on the UPX and 3.4% on USD. It's kind of just under that $12 range. Manhattan's still pretty chunky.
Life.
What's that, Miss Dita?
Manhattan's back to life.
Back to life, yes. Yeah, flirting with 90,000. Chicago, I ran out of sales there and I've been too busy to list some more. I'll probably smash some more in there, so that'll drop through the week. LA's had a big hit on the USD though. Somebody's obviously playing with the floor there. And One of the ones that we don't cover is Rutherford, which I believe there's a bit of action going in Rutherford at the moment.
Yes, talk more on that, please.
More on that a bit later. But yeah,
There's no alcohol in this coffee, I promise.
I just noticed that Detroit is flat. I didn't double check those figures, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, we've got a new city to patch in. As I said, more on that later. All right, where are we at? Oh, yeah, Cheese, what else has been happening in Upland this week?
All right. So, hi, woo, Upland. Oh, no, he's not here. Okay, Cheese, take it away. He's shaking his head at me. Spark Week is here.
Yes.
You can still buy Spark. It's still available. That went out this morning. It isn't going fast as it used to, but I mean, you know what? That's fine, because for people like me who slept in or whatnot, like, we get to get it when we can get it, you know? They canceled the triple threat challenge due to operational constraints. Goldie went into this last night. I know there's a lot of upset people. They still have the other contest going, the main contest, but this one they had to cancel due to reasons. Hopefully they'll come up with something new to replace it, because there's a lot of really agitated people.
Yes.
One in particular. Finalists for the Carnival ornament contest.
No, that's a good segue. We'll touch on that a bit more when we go to TV segment, I think.
Yeah. Voting is up. To get to that, you need to go to your profile and vote. Voting ends on January 25th. As I heard of this morning, there's some technical difficulties. There's some that haven't made it into the voting process that's being worked out. You can always change your vote. Voting is not set in stone. So if you do vote for something, you can always go back and change it. And last but not least, I just want to talk about this one video that Joe brought to my attention about X1 video that came out recently. Upland reveals the Upland Metaverse super app to the world leaders at the World Economic Forum in Davos. It's a real quick YouTube video. It's pretty exciting. I'm gonna put that in here. And basically it's saying, like, Upland wants to be the place where everybody has to go through, sort of thing. We'll have this link in the description.
Yep.
And everyone should just take a look at it.
Yeah, and YK 2012, he did a very similar video, but he goes into a few more details. You know, those official Upland ones tend to be pretty sharp and to the point. So I'll put links to both of those in the description, assuming I remember to do so. But yeah, what do they call them? Super apps.
Super apps. He's a super app. Super app. He's super appy. Yo, come on, Dag. Come on, Dag. No, I'll get you.
We definitely need a karaoke segment for you in the show somewhere. All
That
right.
could be a compilation.
Absolutely. Well, is that all we got there, Cheese? We're over to TV.
Yeah, over to TV. Take it away.
So yes, TB sent through the information for us last week, but he's joined us live this week. Are you there, TB?
I sure am. Can you hear me all right?
All good, mate.
Excellent. I won't keep you all too long. I don't have a ton of updates on last week, but the FIFA stuff is obviously my priority. You can see my store in the background. It's Fremont Fanatics in Las Vegas for anyone who's listening. My main thing with the FIFA stuff this week is that there's been kind of like a flip. So last week, everyone was dealing in the higher value stuff. And this week, everyone's moved on to trying to get rid of as much of their low value stuff as possible. I've had tons of stuff going through my store at like 150, 250 UPX, which is really, really cheap. So anyone who's looking to just pick some stuff up for a bit of fun, there was some talk about these becoming wearables at some point in the future. So not a bad way to go and pick a few up if you don't have a ton already. I think there's some people who just have thousands of them that they're trying to get to offload. So it's pretty good in terms of people being able to offload right now and picking up some cheap stuff. Not so great from a store owner perspective, because the 15 UPX that we make as commission on each sale is pretty tough to justify for the amount of time you spend clicking through your Upland profile to make them happen. But more on that at a later date. Outside of the FIFA side of things, actually one thing on the FIFA, and I don't want to steal any of Dak's thunder here, so Dak shout if I am, but I don't know if any of you joined in Noel Doyle's car thing where we all sent him a bunch of FIFA legits to help try and win the stadium in the sale. I know he's working to try and figure out what to do with that right now, so if anyone hasn't seen that, he's holding a vote at the moment on what to do with the car over on his channel. And I think he's managed to send everyone's legits back now too, which must have taken him years.
Exactly.
NFLPA Triple Threat Challenge, we discussed that being cancelled again. I'd be interested if anyone has any insight as to what the operational restrictions are on that, but it's kind of an interesting one.
Yeah, that's what stuck out to me, is like that's the only information that is available, isn't there? Like there's been no follow-up announcement or anything. I had a look before, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, no, that's literally all I've seen, and I've not heard anything else through the rumor mill either.
That's got a sting. Like if you're one of the people that spent, upwards of thousands of dollars buying these things up specifically for that. Yeah, I can imagine.
And I've had a bunch of people flying up some of my NFLPA stuff this week as well. So there's definitely some UPX being thrown around into that challenge.
And it's only, it seems like it's only for the rest of this season and the playoffs. So, I mean, operational constraints, is it a staffing issue? Is it a tech issue? Is it they've got some word back from the NFLPA that they can't, because they can't use terminology like, what do you call your grand final? What is it? The freaking Nachos Bowl or something? The Nachos Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Yeah. So, yeah.
The Nachos Bowl is college football.
There you go. All right. So I don't know. Does anybody have any thoughts in there? What operational constraints? What could that possibly mean?
I guess I have like a positive version and a negative version. The negative version is that they've just run into absolute chaos with all of their algorithms that are recording all the data, and they just can't handle it. And the positive spin I'll go for is that they're working really hard to release something even better, and they don't have the staff to handle both things.
Yeah, because everything else is still proceeding with it. So
yeah, so fingers crossed there's a bit of news on that at some point.
I just my thing is, why couldn't they have said this is being canceled, but we'll update you on what we're doing after? Like we'll update, more updates to come or more info to come.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, Upland, but geez.
Yeah,
come on.
As Jazz has said in chat, when are they going to add utility to the 2020 and 2021 legits? I mean, yeah, the poor old NFLPA legits people, it's just been, roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. So, yeah, it doesn't bode well. And I had this conversation with one of my kids yesterday. I'm like, don't say there's a problem unless you're going to offer a solution.
Yeah, exactly.
Like yeah, especially
it's pretty solid life lesson now.
Yeah, I mean,
even if it's a nothing burger, fluff it, razzle dazzle it. Don't just say this is it. You're done. You get nothing. Bye, sir.
It's just throwing gas onto the already smoldering FUD fire. It is very strange. Yeah. I don't know.
I think I agree with Jazz though. Like, there needs to be something done in fairly short order to bring a bit more value to some of these things, even if it's just something to keep people entertained. But the gamification aspect has been lost from it a little bit at the moment. So hopefully they can claw it back.
Yeah, a burn mechanic or something like that, or something to keep them ticking over. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trawling through the roadmap the other day to pick up anything I could find. They do have the burn mechanics thing in there for Q1, so whether that's part of it, I don't know. But, hopefully, sooner rather than later, we'll have some news on that.
Absolutely.
And then to finish off with the soccer side of things, I don't have much oversight on the soccer. I haven't really got into that because I don't have enough time to commit to 10 million different things. But I know there's certainly like the FC Porto side of stuff. People have been gobbling those up, but I don't know much about what they're being done with at the moment because there's a limited use for those as well. So if anyone wants to jump in with info on that, more than happy. And if anyone wants to touch base with me offline to discuss those things as well, who's into it, then I can add that in more detail next time around.
Perfect. And what's the address on your shop if people wanted to check it out? Do you know that off the top of your head?
Yeah, we are 1020. No, hang on, that's my Fremont Street one. I'll get back to you in a second. Got too many addresses going on.
Yeah, I know what it's like.
Somehow I ended up with a car showroom and a FIFA store, which is quite remarkable. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but trying to actually get some use out of those now is proving to be interesting. So I don't want to steal any of Dak's stuff on that, but I'll happily jump back in at that point if he's got anything he wants to talk about.
Absolutely.
And then the address for the store is, I'll get it up in the background for next week. We're at 1020 Sharon Road in Vegas.
Shazza Road, love it. And Bamtech has said in chat he sold one FIFA legit in his shop in the past 7 days. Ouch. It's going to be interesting how that's all going to play in with the what's the tax they call it? What do they call it? What's the word?
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, there's a monthly
dues.
fee that you have to pay, venture
Yeah.
dues. And that's, I mean, I've only had one so far because my stores are fairly new, but I will happily report back on what that looks like because during the FIFA stuff, it was a fairly small amount, like 6,000-7,000, and I thought that was okay. But as we move into a different phase of those things, it'll be interesting to see whether the venture dues justify the costs, especially for some of the people who have got their transaction fees down at 1-2%, which is super cheap.
Yes, absolutely. All right, thank you, TV, for jumping in for that. Now, it is normally at this stage we switch over to the Upland puppet, but I'm happy to announce that he's secured himself a full-time 9-to-5 job. He's gone legit. So I'm going to be working with him to see if there's some way that he can pre-record a segment or something like that we can patch in. So
That would be cool.
yeah. We definitely miss his vibe and, of course, the puppet show and all the shenanigans associated with it. So yeah, I'll follow up with UP through the week and we'll see if we can work something out. Otherwise, it's over to you, Dak man.
Hello. So racing is quiet this week, you know, after the explosion of car sales and everything else, and then the releasing of tracks and everything. Upland has gone quiet and there's no massive excitement around racing. I do continue to see communities doing a lot of their own kind of things. URL has not made any official announcements yet on how we're going to do racing in 2023. Still trying to work through that and figure out how we want to handle that. What I do like is that the communities, you know, doing their own thing with layer 2 and so forth and not waiting on Upland. I know that was one of the things that we wanted to highlight when we did the Creedmoor race with the Halloween Spooktacular. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all evolves. Beyond racing, something that I think is, you know, as many of you know, something I'm very involved in is the idea of perpetual good in the metaverse. And Impasta, who had been away for a while and has come back recently, she happened to be in one of Goldsmith's shows, listening in when they were talking about a member of the Upland community and how she's losing her battle with cancer. And this guy is a good guy and his wife. So Buck Mm. So if you're out there and you know who Buck is, Board Up Blender Club, visit their server, check out what they're doing as fundraisers and work that they're doing. And tomorrow there's going to be a big, massive sunstorm at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, to a address in the Buck node. We will be posting it in URL. We will be posting it in UCC. Pretty much every server we have will be posting it. Definitely get out there. If you can make it to LA, that would be awesome. Definitely support this effort and let's help them out. That's it.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Dak. That was awesome. Oh, I'll be there. If you have your breast cancer awareness BE block explorers, have those on as well. Show support.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of cars, I did manage to secure myself a nice ride that I might hold off on that for the win of the week. A nice red one. There we go. All right, where we at? NFT boys, are we there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. So welcome to
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
nice. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about is NFLPA. We had a great time out there. It was super cool to see all the people at our booth. I'm getting better at speaking in public in front of a group of people, especially when they're all digital avatars. As Rob has had some booting issues, and D-Tech had some boofing issues. Actually, he was busy clowning. But Shakti then killed it. She gave us a great speech about herself and the project. She talked about UPX World and Upland a lot, and also 1111 Gallery. It was pretty funny. D-Tech was at the booth, and even though he was working all weekend, he had his avatar in there, and he had his like avatar stuck with his hand up for like 12 hours. Something.
Wow. That sounds like D-Tech.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of unfortunate that he didn't come in because he loves to like break the game or like platform. And they actually gave out an award for parkour, who could basically break the game or jump on the weirdest stuff or whatever. Last time he showed me how to get under the dance floor. So like he's super into it. And one of the funnest parts of the whole event was from the online inn did a meet and greet at his booth, and he had everyone kind of jump on each other's heads, the avatar, and we were like getting up to the roof, like outside of this like metaverse space. Anyway, it was a really great time, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely, that was fun, and so I think we did pretty good over the weekend. I mean, our sales we had 290 puzzle pieces sold at 2 wax each, so nothing like groundbreaking as far as price. And you got a wizard avatar if you completed the 18-piece puzzle. And we also did a 20 sales for Sean Daddy, which is a project we are doing, and that is a virtual and then in real life pennant that we're giving away. So it's a physical pennant, and all you have to do is sign up or buy one, excuse me. And it is awesome though. I mean, there's a panda, a tree, a mushroom, and some very cool nature scene with fish and butterflies as well. The link's in the description. And the winner will be picked on Valentine's Day. So go buy one of those to get yourself entered into win that art piece. So, and Shaktalyn, I don't know if she's in here right now, but yeah, she did so good. Sorry about my downfall in that.
What happened to you?
No, I just couldn't get logged in. It was stuck at 95 for me. So I couldn't get back in when it was our time to speak, or Fourth Wall Digital, I should say. So yeah. And then next, we do have a Funko. So this is next Tuesday. So January 31st, Funko releases their series 1 of their Teen Titans Go. And that's going to be a regular $9.99 for a 5-card pack, $29.99 for a 15-card pack. And they have not released the redeemables quite yet. They usually do within a few days, and they look quite nice as normal Funko stuff does. And I'm anxious to give you a little more details on next Tuesday.
Cool. I haven't got to check that one out yet. Thanks for being Rob. Okay, so Avalon was one of the booths at NFLPA, and I really enjoyed this game, the artwork. I was trying to, be present at a lot of these things and learn more. The artwork's really cool, the concept is cool, and I know some cool people playing it. Draconis Expelliarmus, just kidding, I don't know the exact name of the group is, but something. And that's cheese
Draconis Sanguis.
There, that's cheese and guild within the game, and I believe they're the first guild within the game. The drop is Wednesday at 20 UTC or noon California time, so tomorrow at noon. And so the only thing I kind of know at the moment is that it costs $250 for a gold pass and get started. And I will give you this little bit of inside information I learned there. They have come to a deal with Atomic Hub, and they're going to start promoting it really heavily. So just for that alone, it seems like it has a lot of potential. Dak or Cheese, would you guys like to just briefly mention anything about it, since you guys are obviously involved?
Yeah. More Cheese, do you want to take it, or you want me to?
You do it, Dak. You're like a poet.
Yeah. No, so we are, Sanguis Draconis was the first guild in Avalon. We also happen to have been growing quite a bit. Our members have invested heavily. We already own one village, which is about $40,000 worth of NFTs. And we're working on a second village. On top of that, a lot of the some of the NFTs are businesses, and there is a potential for the Avalon in-game token to become a crypto token. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see the investment opportunity. But most of us who are in the guild actually really wanted to just play an MMO that was blockchain based, and it's pretty awesome.
It is awesome, and the community is really cool, especially the Sanguis Draconis members. And we do rating, every so often. There's always updates. Everything is I know I logged in one day, and then I logged in the next day, and there was so many new things to look at. The game is chugging along, and it's I like to tell people, and I'm sorry if this sounds awful, it's like Miranda's but more fun.
When they were doing the display, I actually thought about you, because at one point he was like getting hunted by wolves, killing these wolves, and I remember you being like, shoot the people, don't shoot these animals.
Well, no, if the animals attack, you can attack them. But puppies, come on, man.
Yeah, puppies are different.
People, not puppies. That's what I said. People, not puppies.
It sounds, geez, it sounds like we might need to get, is it Wolf? Is that the guy who's running it? Sounds like we might need to get him back
Marius.
on the one and cheat. Marius, yeah.
Yeah, we got to get him back on.
Get him back on for an update, eh?
Yeah, maybe we could have like a kind of like a round table of Avalon and have like the founders there. I would love to have Dak, Mass, and Adamus there.
Adamus.
Cool. All right, we'll work on that and see how we go.
Okay, so speaking of fluffy animals, Catterday. Cat stickers on Catterday. It's Catterday again, and at 11 a.m. I am definitely going to try to grab another cat. These are always a race for who can click the quickest. I missed last weekend, but I did get the weekend before, which was a Brian. who had an apron and some barbecue grilling action going. It reminded me of our crappy intern over at Breaking. Freaking Brian.
Brian.
That's a
Miss
throwback.
Brian.
Wow.
What about Steve? Anyway. All right.
Yeah. Steve is Rob and I's crappy intern.
Aw.
For Upland. Anyway, next, this is one of the booths that I absolutely loved, and I really loved hearing from the artists and having them give you, a tour of what, they're doing, and that was pretty entertaining. So it was Tales of the Crypto, and I really loved the zombie celebrity idea, and they have funny names as far as like Johnny Death for Johnny Depp, Kim Long Gone instead of King Jong Un. Kim. Anyway, I enjoyed that. So, and they have really fun blends to make more rare items, and it's one of the best on wax in my opinion.
Yep.
And
that was just a wonderful booth to attend.
Nice. Okay. And then I just want to say too, before I forget, we are going to give out one of the Sean Daddy NFTs. So if you wouldn't mind putting that on the wheel at the end or whenever you want to do it. And then that'll be it for this episode of
Drop It Like It's Hot. Drop It Like It's Hot. But I have something to add. I
All
have
right.
a little so yesterday on NFT Gamer TV, T Davis and Sanika's show, which I have to start watching again. I just have so many things to do. Boulder came to me with this, and he had purchased all the NFTs that I created for NFT Gamer when he was on the Wine and Cheese, the episode. And there are, what do you say? I was like, okay, is this? And I think he is doing some sort of airdrop for people who have an NFT that is associated to NFT Gamer TV.
Nice.
So this is just me going off what somebody told me, but yeah, that was pretty exciting. I'm not sure what you're doing, Ben. I was gonna share the.
I'm just going to quickly give away that NFT that Joe wants to do because I'll forget about it later. But I'll jump out of that while you've got something to share and we can.
That yeah, I felt like you were doing that over my talking. The NFT, let me see, I'll just show you real quick. It's really cool. It was of here it is. This one, and it's now completely sold out.
I love how sneaky in it. You're like all creeping up.
Those eyebrows in the background are on point. Yes.
All right, go ahead, take it away, Ben.
All right. So what are we giving away? Can you just give us a refresher there, Joe?
Yeah, it'll be in the description. It's a hand blown glass pendant.
Yep. Oh, Jazz might have it, or is it tipped over to TV? TV, there you go. Look at that. He's joined us live and he's won a prize.
All right.
Yep. I managed to pick one of those up myself. Yep. So make sure you follow the link in the description and gobble one of them up. So TV, get hold of Joe and he'll hook you up, I'm sure.
For sure.
Awesome. I'm on it right now.
Nice. Where we at? Wine and Cheese in the Metaverse show. In episode 68, we were joined by special co-host Lisette, who is a community manager for the Upland Metaverse. Together, we dived into a whole bunch of stuff. And then, of course, Lisette filled us in on some of the details of her life pre-Metaverse, some of the challenges involved in Web3 community management, which I'm sure they're going to be very busy this week. And we reflected on 2022 and what she's looking forward to this year and much, much more. And also, if you were one of the sickos that watched or listened to the show, you would have heard that to celebrate us reaching episode number 68, we were going to put everybody's name who dropped a YouTube comment in for the episode onto a wheel. and the winner was going to get 68,000 UPEX. Kind of made sense at the time. So, well, let's just bloody well go ahead and give that away, eh? If I can find the right one. It's not that wheel. I think I bunged it on this wheel. Yeah, I'll put it on this wheel. So all of these people, they followed through and dropped us a comment. Did I press the button? Is it rolling? No. Here we go. Big dollars. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Big dollars win some big UPEX. 68,000 UPEX on the way for you. Thanks for everybody who dropped a comment. Where are we at? Anything else happening in the MVE this week, Cheese?
Nothing I can think of.
Nothing in particular. All right, we'll touch on the Samurai Aquatics and Décor stuff. So, yeah, we did have our big sales over the weekend. We sold something like 150 items over 3 waves, 3 different times. Thank you very much, everybody who got over there and gobbled some stuff up. As we know, Spark Week is live now, and all of the funds that we got in the USD sales, I was able to gobble up 2.1 Spark this morning, and that fills up our large factory. Contrary to what we were thinking, Upland was able to move us straight into the large factory. So we're now going to be pumping out 50 items, bit over, I think it's 53 items every 4 days. So that's going to change things completely. That's more the kind of manufacturing process that we were hoping for from the get-go. So yeah, thanks to everybody that jumped in with the sales. There were a couple of glitches. Same thing that happened to Rob. I believe it was Rob, or no, it was, sorry, Rob, it wasn't you. It was somebody with a name like yours, but they purchased an item from our sales. They moved it to their property. The transaction went through, but it kept saying that my name was the owner, and I'd go to their property. I could select to move it, but then it'd glitch out. So the same thing happened to City Runner, who happened to purchase one of the big value Samurai Surfer statues. So we were sweating bullets a bit there, but the Upland team managed to get that fixed up lickety split. So that was cool. And of course I did get a few DMs from people who missed out on, there was a couple of items in the 10-piece set that they were really looking forward to get, but they were in short supply. So those people missed out. With manufacturing kicking into high gear now, we should be able to sort that out now. I guess D-Tech and Cheese and I, we haven't had a chance to get together and debrief on all of that yet. So we'll get together at some stage, hopefully soon, to plan our next moves. And we will hopefully be able to give you a bit more of an update on how we're going to proceed moving forward in next week's show. Anything you wanted to add there, Cheese, as far as all of that Samurai Aquatic stuff?
Nope.
Nope. We are working on a bunch of different items to submit as well. And like I said, I think I said at the start of the show, there is a bit of stuff kicking off in the Outdoor Decor channel. So there seems to be a bit of action happening at the moment. So hopefully we'll get some of those extra items come through to manufacture. One of the week this week also happens to be the code phrase for the 1 million UPEX wheels. And that is NFLPA bugger. NFLPA bugger. So that's both the wine of the week and the code phrase. Win of the week, I mentioned too before that I finally got myself a Red Series 1E car after working out an UPEX deal from Nick Seven, who owns and operates Eddie's Car Shop at 15125 88th Street within the Howard's Beach Node in Queens. If you're wondering why I'm spamming that so hard, it's because, well, Eddie and I, Nick and I, we worked out a bit of a deal there. So yeah, he's able to do like customized stuff, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Anybody else have a win? We did have a city release. Any big winners?
I was happy that it wasn't so expensive.
Nice.
And we won't really know if it's a win until they release, right? But
the collections, yeah.
Collection.
Anybody else? I think that was
buying
Zoe.
12 properties and sold all 12 within an hour and doubled my money.
Nicely done, Mesby.
Nice, Besme.
That's definitely.
Things
Nobody else? All right. Well, hopefully we'll dive into that a bit more later on. We'll see how we go. Anything in particular going down in Bronxdale this week, Cheese?
I finished one of my own builds, and I'm on my way to finish 2 more builds of my own in about maybe 6-7 days.
Nice. Yeah, I need to work out how I can get some skeletons up going there as well.
One at a time, just that way you don't waste any spark, and I can get one like going.
Yes, we'll get that. Do you know what your percentage is? That must be ticking up nicely now too.
I would check, but that optimizer thing takes so long. I could do it while.
Well, it's actually down. I just wasn't sure if you're aware of it. Because yeah, with Midtown Terrace, we're at 83% built last week, and I went to check it this morning. But it appears that the bot, if you use the same bot that I do, it's down, or maybe they've changed the commands again. They keep changing the bloody commands. It drives me bonkers.
Well, it does. It shows like it's working. And I'm there, and it says 42% now.
Oh, nice, sweet. Geez, that moved fast.
I know. 38 to 42. That's pretty cool. You know why? Because I'm putting up townhouses.
Mm.
So it doesn't take as long as the
apartments. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And as I said before, contrary to what we were expecting, the Upland team slotted us straight from our medium factory into our large factory. It took like minutes. It was incredible. It was so incredible that I didn't believe it. So I went to bed and I checked it again in the morning, and it was true. So yeah, I had to pull all my MTU spark off to pump into manufacturing. Thanks to Wild Jazz and some of the other UDU members who have continued to help get some of the remaining UDU builds completed in Midtown Terrace. If you'd like to help, Liquid Emoji has got his last 2 builds going at 87 and 91 Knollview Way. And I believe Screw also has one at 25 Midcrest Way. And if you're really quick, D-Tech has one almost finished up at 20 Aquavista Way. In other UDU news, the 3rd and final block in the Chode node in Santa Clara has been completed. Chode node is done and dusted. Thanks once again to the UCC team and their army of UCC Spark stakers who helped get that all built out in record lickety-split time. So yeah, the Chode node in Santa Clara, I have absolutely no freaking idea what I'm going to do with that. Hence, I'm just holding on to those myself for the time being. Anybody else? Doesn't have to be just all UDU nodes. Anybody else got anything particular going on within their own node? As though we don't have Upland Puppet on. Pimp your node. What do you got?
Well, I need to humbly talk and beg Dak for a new contract for my Bronxdale.
Gosh, that's almost a year, isn't it? That's over a year.
We'll honor the old contract, no problem.
Yeah, with the spark price change, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll honor that, no problem. More cheese, you got it.
New one, Dak.
Yeah, no, we'll take care of you.
Yay.
It's not Node, but I have the Twitter space chat today at 5, and we're going to be talking to someone who comes from Salesforce and cloud computing, and he has some very interesting ideas around Web3 tech, metaverses, and how they can all kind of support social impact and social good.
Very good. Yeah, anybody else? No node pimpage?
Evergreen is hosting a bingo night on, hold on, I'll just find my
29th.
comment.
The
Of the 29th?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'll be there.
9 p.m.
Yay.
EST.
You Awesome. There'll be lots of fun, lots of prizes, lots of laughs. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's
Yeah.
the Evergreen Lashes node. Zoe, can you do me a favor and DM that Discord link, and I'll bung that in the description as well, please.
Yep.
Just have to make sure it's one of those ones that doesn't expire, etc. All right, if nobody else has got some notes to pimp out, and it doesn't seem, nobody seemed really overly enthusiastic about talking about Buenos Aires. What's going on there? I mean, I just slipped straight through the whole thing.
We need the collections to come out. Like I bought 8 props in there. I wanted to have a little something. They weren't very expensive at all. Yeah. I was supposed to flip them, but
You married to them, or you forgot, or you just want to wait and see?
I marry every property I buy. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's really horrible.
Yes, I've been doing the opposite. I'm divorcing my properties left, right, and center. I think I've.
Well, that's more your style.
Oh, is that
like, get away from me! I'm done with you.
I think I've dropped 600 properties in the last couple of months or something like that. So yeah, still have a long way to go. Still want to drop another 3,000 or so. And I did, I believe it was Radish or somebody asked me when we were chatting about it in Upland General one night, and he's like, "Are you cashing out?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not cashing out. I'm just rebalancing because I just got a bunch of stuff there." And part of it is too that I've got so many other projects on the go that I need UPEX for. So I ain't putting any more funds in to get the UPEX, so I got to get it from somewhere. And
I see these props as stray cats. I can't.
Bring them in, neuter them, yeah, deworm them,
and then but I can't release them.
Nice. And Finsky said he minted 19 during the BA release. Wow, you must have had a nice long tail, or were you jumping? I know the only people that I saw that managed to get those numbers just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Or had the UPEX for it. I had like a strict budget.
Yeah. That's I'm going to wait until collections are revealed, and then, because obviously one of the downsides of flipping out of all your properties is that your dividend rate starts to tank. And I've been looking at my dividend number drop, and it's about to hit a kind of a milestone number that I don't really want to dip below. So I got to get that boosted up somehow.
What's that number?
1.8 million per month. So
I hate you.
Well, don't forget that how much work and time and effort I put in to get over 2 million, and then a week later they dropped the dividend rate. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking to get a nice set there just for the generic collection to try and hold on to a bit of my dividend rate. What's Kachao said? Went in with 80,000 UPEX, minted 3 properties, walked away with 111,000
wow.
UPEX and a museum marked property. Wow, Kachao Kaching.
Kachao Kaching.
Yes, there you go.
That was a good one, Ben. I like that. Well done.
And Finsky said he just floated from the train station straight from Retiro to Recoleta, 50-50. So, very good. All right.
Recoleta always reminds me of that throat medicine, Ricola. And I always unmute yourself and do it, Dak. Ricola.
That's what I was singing.
I love the commercial for that.
Ricola.
And Jazzy Jazz said that she got a prop right by the train station and it's on sale now.
Oh, how much? How much is it, Jazz?
Big dollar, big dollar.
Those are nice. Those do go for big dollars.
250,000 UPEX or $250. I'm not sure. Dollars. Oh, that's very reasonable. Good on you.
Yeah.
All right. Cheese, did we want to have a closer look at the structure ornaments? Were you able to pull that up?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we did have the structure ornament contest drop. I don't believe, I was checking like a madman this morning to see if they did an official announcement about it, but it doesn't appear so. Within the live
I
updates,
can't figure out how to vote.
you got to go to your top left profile picture, click on that,
Right,
and
no, I get
scroll
there.
down. There
And-
should be a little
Oh,
green.
it's past it. Right, I get to that, and then if you click on that,
Then you have to click the check mark to say that you've read it, and then it allows you to vote after that.
thank you, sir.
Yeah. So
You
there
are helpful.
Well, look at
Vote-
that cat. Just a little
Vote for
quack duck.
vote for agency Lux Ranch.
Nice.
Wow, look at
Vote for
this.
Swiverin's small town, small
Oh,
house.
look at that Goldsmith.
That one is
one.
nice.
Whoa.
That I gotta say, and Goldsmith is in there, but that beach one, that was Goldsmith. I like his too.
Yeah, and I did mention before we kicked off that the DM spamming has already started with scrambling for votes for these. It's so hard nowadays. Like within the UDU and via extended via DTEC, we submitted one for every option. I believe DTEC did, and we've got friends that have submitted them. So at the end, you just got to. I think it just comes a case is just go with the one you like best. Just keep it simple. Just you're never going to be able to vote for everyone's. So,
I kind of wish they didn't put the names on there.
Yeah, I think that is something that definitely needs to happen.
Yeah.
Because there's some
Well,
really cool stuff in there.
A lot of people won't know which one is mine because
Your
name
Zero
is
Gregor
different.
or something, yeah.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at these colors. Look at these colors.
That's Joe Liz has submitted that one via DTEC. Yep. So yeah.
Oh my God! It's a freaking.
That's a banana.
Banana. It's a banana.
I
That's
freaking
cool.
love that.
That's cool. There was some chatter around too that it's a shame that we can't see these closer up. It'd be nice because when you do the submission process, you have to submit a link to the 3D model that you can move it. It'd be cool if they put the links in there. So if you were tossing up between 2 or 3, then you could click the link and go and check it out in a bit more detail. So
When I went in, that's actually what I went to, was like where you could actually go and see. So somehow you can get to it too. I don't know what I clicked though.
You can do it like if you're engaged in the community, it's pretty easy to do that. But for most people that are just using the app, they're not going to go to that trouble to find all that out. So
These are freaking beautiful.
don't forget to check out the apartments, Cheezels, and apartments and the micro house, I believe.
I am going through each and every one.
Yeah, the
of them.
micro house. Check the micro house.
Okay.
Oh no.
These are so cool. Like I have no idea. And if anything wins, I'll be happy, to be honest.
I gotta say the level of quality that's being produced now for these ornaments versus like if you remember the first time they released where player generated ornaments.
Yeah,
I mean it's evolving so much.
Look at my my COVID
I like that.
like my COVID soccer ball.
COVID soccer ball. Yes. Yeah, I think you're dead right, Dak. I think the 3D structure ornament space has moved to the point now where hopefully they're going to open up user-generated content where this is just an ongoing thing. It'd be nice to be able to apply structure ornaments all year round and not only for special circumstances.
Well, they did that with the UNICEF, right? Isn't that the first ornament that you can wear year round?
No, that was the Christmas ones, wasn't it?
No. I think
Oh my God, look at this dolphin.
he's got a pool.
Oh no,
Knock a pool in there. I'll be raging if that wins.
Oh shit.
No.
Don't say that.
Vote
Don't
for
say
that
it.
one. That's a good one.
Yes. Well, that'll be hilarious if outdoor decor isn't allowed to make fixed pools, but structure ornaments are allowed to overlay. Well, that's just hilarious.
Look at this. Holy smokes.
Wow.
There's a lot of
This
cool
is the
stuff.
agency. You go
There
up.
you go.
Oh my
Bravo.
God.
Top hat. Yeah, it's going to be tough. And
Who's
don't forget
doing
too that
these?
don't forget that we're still not sure if it's only going to be one of each, or there has been a push to have multiple of each for sale. So we'll have
Yeah.
to wait and see.
That would be great. Wow. These are so beautiful.
So is it just me or other people, like when you go through these, I want to have them like up so I can, because I
Sparkly.
always forget which one's is which and everything. And
Oh,
like I need to have two screens or be
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to kind of go back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
I hear
if
you.
you're tossing up between one or two. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
go back and back and back.
Oh, here's your micro stack. I love this.
Big band.
Okay,
by
yes,
D-Tech.
that's a good one. Yes, a good one. But
All right, let's see.
Oh, that's a nice one too.
That is a nice one.
Big
I
parrot.
was surprised. I was surprised at the level of competition in micro houses.
Mm.
Oh,
And
they're
So Dance of the Horses,
kissing. That's it? 3 to choose from?
that's
only
it.
3. So you're
And
in
so
with
if
a
they
shot.
allow 3 ornaments, then all 3 win. Yay!
Yeah, that would be amazing. I would buy all 3 of these. I'd buy all 3.
Yeah, so would I. I'd definitely buy them all out.
Well,
And I
you have
think,
a lot of micro houses to decorate.
especially now the chode node's done. Yeah, I don't even know how many's there. It's over what is it, 30? It might be close to 100, something like that.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah, so if you listen on the Spotify, make sure you check that out on the video, or even better, just get in your app and check it out and make sure you vote. What's that? Joe's. Yeah, we did check yours out, Joe.
Oh, did you see what Mesme put?
I'm trying to catch up on chat. What did we miss?
I know, me too.
What was it?
Some guy yelled at her for sniping him, and she's never done a deal with him ever.
Oh, in DMs.
in a game chat.
Oh God, yeah. So yeah, it's going to be funny to how that all plays out. Did we want to touch on Buenos Aires anymore? Are we done? We're all just waiting for a collection reveal.
Pretty much.
So I got a question, an over under. How long before phase 2 of Buenos Aires is released, and does that get released before another major city release? I'm
Hopefully
thinking Rio.
before.
I'm thinking like Rio.
Oh,
No, I think we're going to have. Well, what do we got? We got collection reveal. Is that this week or is that another week away?
This week.
This week. So
It's supposed to be this week, 7 days.
I think we'll have collection reveal, and pretty soon after we'll get notification that the next expansion is on the way. So maybe the week after that. That would be my guess.
So 2 weeks, and it's going to be a Buenos Aires expansion versus a city release.
I believe so. That's what I'd put my money on.
What I put my money on.
Rob reckons we got Phoenix on the way. Mark his
Phoenix.
words.
Phoenix.
You need
Well-
Southeast. You need Southeast, man.
Super Bowl.
I live in
he
I
said.
live in
Oh,
Phoenix. Oh,
yeah, no.
really?
yeah. I forgot about that. Damn.
Mm.
But you know what? If they wanted to have it for Super Bowl, they would have already released it so they can build the stadium before the Super Bowl like they did with LA.
And wouldn't that be a bit
Phoenix is huge.
counterintuitive? They just shut all that down for the legits, and then they release the city. That wouldn't be a good look.
Yeah, I don't think it's Phoenix. I definitely think it's Buenos Aires phase 2. And they're loving these sellouts.
Yes, but don't burn all your Apex if they do, because like we've just looked at, the structure ornaments are on the way, and they're always a little bit pricey within the, what are they usually, the 10 to 20, something like that, 20,000 Apex. So, and believe me, when you got a few to buy, that disappears very quickly. I just
would be
wish.
Oh,
Sorry,
go ahead.
Jess.
I think I would be excited if Phoenix came out, since I live here now. But I really want Boston. I know it's a ways off because we still have to do you know, the cities and whatnot.
They need Southeast, man. Come to
So,
Jacksonville, Tampa. Those are NFL cities. They're port cities, international transportation. Let's
yeah,
go.
we definitely need Florida in there.
Atlantic City's getting a vote in chat from BAMTech.
Atlantic City.
But it is an homage to Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The boardwalk, yeah.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. Now, as we're wrapping up, I've already done the code phrase. Yeah, that was
Oh,
the
shit.
NFLPA bugger. So you got 2 chances there. Competition and prize details for last week's weekly challenge was to get yourself in the MBE server and post a pic of what you managed to grab in Buenos Aires, or just let us know. Or if you burned or sat out, just let us know the how's or whys. And as I said at the start of the show, we only had 3 entries for that. So only 3,000, but you know what? Because where is it? Not that one. Astra, Jazzy was the other one. Jazzy Jazz and Zoe. So we've got 3 of
The
our.
Charlie's Angels.
There you go. So I'm gonna. What did I say? It's 3,000. I'm gonna triple it. So it's gonna be 9,000 UPEX. Or let's see.
The Upland Angels.
9 of the Upland Angels. There you go. Look at that. Oh, it's hard to tell. I think Jazzy's got it.
Oh shit.
Wow, that's the sound of my scream. Thanks, Ben.
All right. 9,000 on the way for Jazzy. And you know what? I will, Cass and Zoe, I'll send you the 3 as well. I'll send you 3,000 as well. Let me just write that down so I don't forget.
Oh.
Can I get 1,000 for my
Participation
ears?
prizes.
Wait.
Rob needs compo to fix his ears now. Sorry, I will adjust that. See, we haven't had that for so long. I got overly excited. See, we got noises. Woo!
Yeah, I know. I usually expect it when I do my wheel, but I didn't expect it this time.
Sorry if you're listening to this later and you got headphones in. That must be an ouchie moment. Yes. All right, so 9,000 UPEX on the way for Jazzy, 3,000 on the way for Cass, and 3,000 on the way for Zoe for about, I don't know, what do you reckon, Zoe? 20 seconds of your time, maybe? What did that take you?
Yeah,
There you go.
I did it while we were like on our last podcast, or I was watching the show, one or the other.
Showing off with your multitasking. I love it. All right, for this week's challenge, let us know in the contest channel of the MBE server or in the YouTube comments which additional city you would like us to add to the weekly snapshot of our Breaking Badly News crypto and upland markets kind of thingo that we do. There is a space there for an extra city. Obviously, it can't be LA or one of the ones that we've already got there. So have a look through and let us know. Again, 1,000 UPEX for every entry, up to a maximum of 20,000 UPEX.
Denver.
Well, it has to be a city that's actually released. Come on. Otherwise, the stats are going to be pretty boring for a while.
There we go. Done.
Done. Look at that. Bang. Locked in.
Wow.
All right. This week's quip. If you don't remember what the quips are, they stand for questions, insights, provocations, and statements. If at any stage you have an Upland or UDU related question, insight, or provocation or statement that we could dive into on the UDU podcast, let us know via a Google form, and I will show that. I think I had that ready.
Oh,
wait,
what was
just this?
What was the thing again? What was the phrase again? Bugger.
Yeah, NFLPA bugger. Yes.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen it, there's a link to this quip form in the description. Basically, yeah, it's pretty easy. Just drop what you want to say and press send, and then that sends it on over to us, and it can be completed anonymously. Like, you can just tell me to go, what were we talking about at the start of the show? Something about plumber's crack. Yeah. You can submit horrendous jokes that Cheese can use in the Wine and Cheese show. If you didn't catch that, worst jokes ever, hashtag, yes. But if you do include your,
My jokes are awesome.
Well, have a look at the start of the last wine and cheese show, and have a look at my face and Lisette's face, and that'll give you some insight into the nature of the jokes. Yes, but yeah, if you do include your Upland in-game name in that submission process, and we use it, we'll send you 5,000 UpX. This week's quip was sent to us by BC for Fun, who might even be in chat, who stated, in quotes, learning how to flip properties for UPX USD and how to be more active and confident trading in Upland. That is my New Year's resolution, end quote. Nice one, mate. 5,000 UpX is on the way for you. Yeah, that was definitely one of my resolutions, was to start flipping for UpX to lower my property count, start flipping for USD to get a balance there to buy Spark. And I think it happened before we recorded. Zoe was trying to, it was almost like a fundraiser to get me a new laptop, because the screen delaminated from my laptop and actually fell off at work yesterday, and it's held together by butterfly clips. So I'll be flipping for USD to try and buy myself a new laptop.
Yay.
Yay. We'll see how we go. All right. Anybody else have a random quip that they want to put out there before I pull up the 1 million UpX wheels? Anybody want to make a statement? Have a question? Insight? Provocation? Nothing?
I do. I had some interesting trade offers today, and so I would just make the comment, like, use the new chat feature. If there is a property you want for a specific reason, message the person. Don't just keep sending new offers, yeah, because I had to send a message today just saying, look, I'm not interested in trading this property. I'm not interested in selling it. I really, yeah, I appreciate it, but not today.
Not today, Satan.
On your farm. Absolutely.
I would like, so when in a bottom left, they say if there's an exclamation point in the bubble, that means you have a message.
Yep.
Well, they're lying because I don't have any messages.
Oh, you have to scroll because of the way that I think don't the new messages go to the top or something? There's some stupid system where when I get that, I scroll all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top, and then go out, and then it takes a second and it clears through. Yeah, you're right. That is annoying.
Yeah, like have maybe a different color for announcements and a different color for chats.
Yes, absolutely. Oh,
Keep forgetting to go in and check.
Yeah. One thing I did forget to mention is that the Samurai Aquatics sale is still ongoing. There are still a bunch of items there for sale for both USD and UPX. There's, I don't know what it looks like there, about 40 fountains still left to be sold, and there's also a bunch of the surfing samurai statues. So yeah, if you haven't got one of those yourself and you think you've missed out, well, the good news is you haven't. 30 Aqua Vista Way, Midtown Terrace, San Francisco.
Or else D-Tech and I will just wait till our dividends go up and we'll just buy them all.
Yes, D-Tech and you have been. I've been getting my messages. I'm like, oh, they're FOMOing to their own stuff. That's cool.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, especially if you're somebody who's looking to set up one of the outdoor decor showrooms. As we are aware at this stage, it's only, you're selling on behalf of other people. So you'll have to, like the Block Explorer shops, you have to get your inventory from somewhere else. So, and they're quite reasonably priced. And, we plan to have a little bit of meat left on the bone there. So maybe go and check that out. Not financial advice, yada, yada. All right, let's do this new version of the 1 million UpX wheels, shall we? And see who's going to play. Just have a quick look through that list and make sure you're in there. TB125, MC Dax, OE, Awesome, Bam, F and Smoke, Elijah, Eric, HDF, Kachow, Kinda, Laban, Lisa, Maui, Rob, C Prado, Space Joe, and Jazz. Anybody else missing out?
It is Hawaiian in there, either koi or Hawaiian.
I'll put fish in there. Yep, fish. And is NFT Architect still fishing?
Oh, is
Thank you.
that's him?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, NFT Architect still here. I don't know if you're in.
It's like under iPhone or something.
Did you catch a
My
fish?
Zoom name. I have.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
What's for breakfast?
Smoke me a
Not
kipper.
this, Kipper. That's
Kipper.
brim here.
Smoke me a kipper.
Ah.
I'll be back for breakfast.
Dirty old Brimbo. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else going once? Going twice? I can't see chat.
Hey, I'll add something. Sorry, me and Rob are going to start doing something to promote MetaVentures on the Upland Daily server.
Ooh.
At a MetaVenture, we have just some like basic questions. We want to promote everybody's business in Upland. So hopefully, we'll get to everybody who wants to promote their business, but I just wanted to put that out there too. If anyone wants to reach out to us.
Samurai Aquatics.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
We have a show tonight if you want to get that in there.
A shill night. Yes. Those ones are always at Mofo AM, unless Cheese can take it over.
I could take it over.
Nice. All right, we'll follow that up. But yeah, if you have a MetaVenture and you want to get some extra exposure, hit Rob or Joe up. All right, let's see who's going to play. I don't know if this has got a scream on it too, so you might want to plug your ears. HGF might have it. That was loud. Yes.
It's better
fix.
than coffee. It's better than coffee.
I will fix those up. HGF. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Are you here?
That is homegrown funk, aka Coach.
Oh, that's the
Ooh,
coach man himself.
nice.
Is he still in? That's the question.
Oh, it's DMM.
I'm looking through it. Looks like he might have bounced. All right.
Is that who's fishing?
No, that's NFT Architect. All right. We're going to roll again. When she starts
Sounds like
rolling. Well, I know this fella's still in. Sorry for that twice in a row. I was. D-Tech's here, yes. All right, Joe. You know how to play. Over to you, mate. Is he?
Yeah.
Jojo, are you there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, I'm here.
You're up, buddy.
No way.
It was Joe, wasn't it? I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bring it up, Chase.
That wheel, then he got high.
Yeah.
He was gonna win a million topics. All right, sorry.
I'm pulling a Finsky.
Oh, Finn.
I know. I'm so sad for him. All right, hold on. All right, Joe, tell me one.
All right, tell the secret code. The secret code. I totally missed it because I heard the end of it, so I might need a hint.
What was the end of it you heard?
Oh man, I almost stopped you and asked you. I think.
No soup for you, Joe. Roll that wheel.
God dang it! All right. Please go for it.
Oh, Joe, you need to pay more attention to things. All right, tell me when.
No.
That's right. We'll see what comes up on the last one. And the code phrase was NFLPA. Oh, he just missed it. Speaking
Which
of,
I just sent you in DM, Joe.
Dang it. Bugger. I got that. Okay, so it's I'm getting me to a million, Cheese.
Yeah, all right, say when. Time it. Look at the wheel.
And I wish I was better at the chair. Close my eyes. Ready now.
Cheese has been nice, and she hasn't clicked the button that makes it scream. Oh,
I think mine is just really low.
Oh, is it? I'll adjust mine. Oh, we're going down, down, down. 500 UPX.
Down, down, down.
What are we doing, Joe? We're going to risk it. Try and get a little biscuit.
Enjoy the 250, man. Enjoy the 250. It's good.
Bonus of you. Okay, here we go. Ready? Go for it.
Ready.
PlayStation.
1 million is active.
Yes.
Oh,
Everyone wins.
Ah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, I will. Thanks, Dak. Jinxer.
Now,
I'm just saying,
Not voting
it's
for
fun to be.
Just
It's
kidding.
fun to be part of the 250 club.
All right.
nice. Now, if Joe had caught the code phrase, he would have been able to roll that wheel again, and he would have doubled up his prize. So yeah, make sure you're listening out for that. Or if he had have gobbled up Cheese's DM, so just watch out for that too. She's pretty sneaky with the old shenanigans. So, yes. All right, a reminder that to go into the running for the 1 million UPX wheels, you need to be in the Zoom at the start of the show for the snapshot. Pay attention in the middle for the code word or phrase, and of course, you need to be here at the end when it starts rolling. Now, I always just blast through this next bit, and we've got a little bit of time. Does anybody else have anything else they want to say before we wrap this puppy up?
I have raisin bread.
Raisin bread. Oh.
I like that.
Oh, I once ate, it was probably 4 full loaves of raisin bread in one sitting.
Take care, Dak. Oh my God.
And then
Yeah.
you
They
were
are
sitting
tasty.
full of loaf later, huh?
Yeah. Well, if
Were you
you
constipated?
no, I don't think so. If you caught the one in Chisho, I mentioned a story from that when I used to work in a massive bread factory, and one of the jobs I had was stacking up the empty bread tins. Every now and then, old mate on the oiler machine would forget to fill up the oiler, and they wouldn't put oil in the bread pan, so all the bread would stick in the pans, and then it'd be a nightmare for me. And I was hungry one night, so as you can imagine, how awesome hot raisin bread smells and feels when it just comes straight out the oven. I was just like.
Well, even after you saw like the little like tentacles in the flour sifter,
Yeah, I don't care about that.
you
I'd
were
eat.
like protein. You're like
I'd
protein.
eat those if I had to. Cheese, you know me.
Yeah.
If it fits in my mouth, I'll eat it. There you go. So,
Octopus.
octopus. That's one of my favorites. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Me too.
And I am currently on a mission to lose another 5 kilos just before we go back to Japan, because I am going to be sticking lots of weird things in my mouth and I will definitely pile on weight.
And nose.
Yes.
I'm not gonna let you live that one down.
I'm throwing it out there, and nobody's taking the bait. All right, no.
I'm taking it. Me and Zoe are taking
You're just sniggering in the back end. Yes.
Well, I made an emoji that fits that.
Oh God.
But I'm gonna send. You know it. You know it.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't mind. I'm all about the self-deprecation. I love a bit of self-deprecation, so it's all good.
You know damn right.
Yes. All right. If you have an Upland NFT or Metaverse product, service, or event to promote, don't forget that opportunities are available for sponsorship and engagement in the UDU podcast. This includes feature spotlights on this show or long-form deep dives on the Wine and Cheese show. Contact myself or More Cheese to discuss and secure your spots. All proceeds go towards giveaways and prizes on the podcast. And I will be honest on that little thing we did with Nick 7 at the start, that was a kind of personal deal that I wrangled where we managed to get the price down a little bit for a bit of an extra promotion on the show. So all proceeds don't always go towards giveaways and prizes on the podcast, although we do give away a lot of shit. So what do we give away? 60, 70, 80. We gave about 90,000 UPX away today. So yeah. So make sure you jump in and check out the Upland Property Advisors Discord server, especially if you already have properties in the Hollis, Queens, or Sunrise in Las Vegas nodes. And of course, check out the show links for a bunch of other stuff, including merch stores and links to the many cool projects that our co-hosts have going on and that we've mentioned through the show. Am I missing anything on chat? D-Tech saying 2 of his models didn't make it. Yeah, Musita didn't have one of his as well. So, oh, there you go. I am getting burnt in chat. There you go. Nice. All right, nice. Right. On that note, cheese, get us the flock. Are you eating sandwiches again?
No, I'm eating raisin bread.
Oh, you said that. Yes, apologies. Yeah.
Stay fresh, cheesy bags.
Thanks. Are you looking for some of that quality outdoor decor? But you got no freaking idea where to go? Oh, come on over to Samurai Aquatics and Décor for all your outdoor decor needs. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the metaverse, do you? Yeah, just delete that. I'm still not ready. Sorry. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the metaverse, do you? Or maybe some kind of crappy ramshackle building that, I don't know, needs a bit of extra spunk to it or something. And stop mucking about and get yourself over to Samurai Aquatics Discord to see all our available stock. We've got loads of different decor to spend your pretend money on. We got saunas to fire you up, and ice baths to chew you the fudge out. Literally, stock coming out of our ears. Grills, swings, seating, and more. So much more. And if we don't got it, give us a buzz, and we could probably make it. Get yourself on over to Samurai Aquatics at 30 Aqua Vista Way in Midtown Terrace, San Francisco, lickety split, and gorge yourself on outdoor decor.